like a scratchy face. Just do what I do.
Oh.
Do you need some ointment, mate?
I'm
You
sure
need a
you have
salve.
plenty. I know where to go.
You need a salve from the apothecary.
Alright, let's go check the marionette and then I'm going home, alright?
Alright.
Let's just go, just take it time.
You walk back across London Bridge, it's very dark and dreary. And the globe is closed up. You have a key. You can let yourself in. And you start your hunt for the marionette.
Oof.
And like I know where the lanterns are, so.
I was gonna say, did we bring
You have a lantern. There's lanterns in the theater. They're not used very much. There's tinder boxes, and you can get a lantern, a lamp lit, essentially a lantern lit.
Does it light? Does it light?
Have I voiced my opinion on how silly this is?
Oi.
Oh, what did you do?
Somebody's moved the marionette again. It's not where you last saw it. You put it back into the into this area back here behind this curtain. Remember?
Yeah, but you told me I couldn't because oh, that's
During
right.
the show you
Gotcha,
could,
gotcha.
but after the show was done and the regular rehearsals, they didn't really need that area, so you could hang it back
This
there.
thing moves around as if it's alive.
Well, have you not heard the rumour? George is moving in.
George.
He's trying to hide the imp so he has a play to do.
So why wouldn't he just dump it in the Thames?
We don't know. George is mad or something. Who knows
Well,
what
look,
he
just
thinks?
take a look at this bloody puppet.
Well, let's find it first.
We asked him about it the other day. He said he wouldn't do it.
I'm just looking around for it.
Somebody, you see it. It's up in
Up there.
up there. It's like apparently hanging on. Somebody has hung it for whatever reason on like the railing that goes around the front of the mezzanine because it's like standing. It's almost like it's standing and looking at you. Its arms are down, but it's like staring down at the stage. Because you looked around backstage, you wandered out onto the stage, and the lamplight you can see it shines off of its eyes, which are made of glass.
We'll be very lucky if everyone in the stands is as marionette as he is. Because either they're throwing stuff at us or they're gonna boo us. I hope they're all as quiet as
Why
him.
would George put it up there?
George!
Alright, I'm going up there.
Okay.
Be careful, Stubbs.
Yeah, those two little extendy things on the building are stairwells.
Alright, y'all come. Y'all.
Y'all coming? Oh, hey, Stubbs.
I can see into the future.
What are you doing?
I'm going up to.
Okay, you're going up. What are you two doing? Are you going with them?
Hawksworth, what should we
It's
do?
very dark on the stage when he takes the only lantern.
I'm gonna go with Stubbs.
Okay, so you rush over to
Yeah.
follow Stubbs.
Yeah.
What about you, Lance?
I was just standing there watching this happen.
Okay,
Hawksworth.
it gets very dark. I mean, the whole place is dark. You can see the stars up above, but by starlight, it takes your eyes a few moments to adjust. And when you look up there, you think you see it go, and then it like walks away. And you hear tap tap tap.
What's up?
Oh, he's busy.
Yeah. I need a sanity check from you, please. Unless, wait, what are you thinking when you see this happen?
I'm thinking she spoiled my drink. He spoiled my
I don't think they spiked things.
Make me a
back
sanity check. Let's see how bad this
Unless there was
is.
poison.
I knew it was a bugger. I knew it was a bugger. Yeah, I'm under the skin.
Okay, lose a point of sanity.
What happened
Because
if
it
you
looked
go
like
over
it
it?
walked away.
You
You can lose more.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But
But
you make your sanity check, not always. Sometimes you only lose 0. It depends on how. It looked like the marionette just went like this. Nobody's there, and then walked away. Now, granted, he could only see like he could barely make it out.
But he's, yeah.
But if somebody was up there, you would think that you wouldn't hear it go tap 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 as it walked away.
Alright, I get it. You just wanting to scare me.
You guys can hear
come
yelling
back.
something. You can't make it out in the
Wait.
stairwell. And you reach the top, and you see light about maybe 15, 20 seconds after it walked away. You see a light show up behind it, which gets brighter and brighter, and then these two step out. Stubb has the lantern in his hand, and you're right behind him. Both of them looking around. Obviously, the marionette's not there.
Good job, you two. Alright, who else is in on it?
What'd you do with the puppet?
What did you do?
No, wait,
with
whoa,
the
whoa.
puppet?
He's all the way down on the stage,
Yeah, but like,
and you guys went all the way up here.
I have a belief in his ability.
There's no way. Unless he's a witch.
What if
and
he,
you can
like,
literally
threw a rock
fly
at it?
and grab it and fly back down. There's
Okay.
no way he could have beaten you two up there.
They can hear me
And
though,
gotten
right?
back down the
So,
stairs.
like,
Yes.
we-
You're
we-
clapping
we
and you're saying
found
very
out that
funny, very funny.
We just saw that it wasn't there.
It's just not there. You look around, it's no sign of it.
What happened?
I may have just shat my pants.
My breeches.
My breeches.
You're right. No, well, pants are underwears.
It's, well, breeches. Breeches are your pants.
Yeah, but pants are underwear.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going home. Good joke.
Wait, no, Hawksworth. Wait.
Tell George he did a great job as well. I'm sure
No.
he's involved.
No.
You head backstage in a
Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. The marionette's back there.
Backstage.
Yeah. You as soon as you open the door, it's hanging on a hook that like is right in front of that door. It gives you a bad turn.
It turns or just.
No, it gives you a bad turn.
Like
You're
it-
like, yeah,
Yeah.
because you weren't expecting it to be there.
I'm just still looking around. Like, did it? Like,
Yeah,
I'm looking to see if
I
it, like,
just
fell
stand there
down
for
or
a bit.
something.
Okay, so he walked over to one of the stage doors. He stopped there. You can barely make him out in the shadow. It's very dark in there too. I think you hear something else moving around. Off to one side there.
Alright, I go back out to the stage.
Okay. You close the door behind you?
Yes.
Okay.
How many marionettes did he bring?
I only saw one.
One.
It's down here.
What?
Did it fall off the balcony?
No.
Yeah, you're looking straight.
Yeah.
Fellas, I am so
I'll see it. Where'd it
sorry
go?
that I suggested we
Stubb is
come
looking
here.
straight down from where they're standing. Like
Yeah, I'm
leaning over
looking
that.
down here, like, because I thought it fell or something.
Either you chaps are faster than a Shakespeare quip, or there's two marionettes. Which is it?
What are you going on about?
Get down here and I'll show you.
I go downstairs.
Okay, you're heading down the steps carefully. Are you following?
I mean,
You've
I
got
have the
lantern.
light, so.
Okay,
You
yes,
can
so
go.
maybe I'll follow you.
You can go down the steps. You just have to be careful.
I'm also a fraidy cat, so maybe
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay. You stop when
Well,
you
like,
realize how
I
dark
can
it
see you,
is.
like, starting to go, and then you're like,
Where,
Steps.
are you going?
yeah.
Okay. You precede him down the steps, but he's got the lantern. So
Okay.
you get down to the bottom, you cross the pit again, and get back up on the stage where Hawksworth is. Hawksworth looks a little pale. Correct me if anything I say is wrong, Kyle. He
No.
seems to be a little. His eyes are kind of wide.
What's the scent?
He doesn't want to believe what's happening is happening. He really wants to
Well-
believe this is a joke, but the more, like, once he saw the marionette behind the stage, he was like, oh, what?
Okay, so you three are on the stage again.
The marionette's down here.
Look, I'm
It's-
really, really sorry. I should not have said we should come here tonight.
Oh, it's
I don't
just
know.
two marionettes. I'll get it. I never saw the second one, but
Where?
here it is. All right.
Who would have
Where?
paid
He's
for two of
gesturing
these
towards
things?
one of the backstage doors.
Where it is?
Who would have paid for two of these
I
things?
opened the door to show them.
They're the
two
ugliest
marionettes.
Things.
All right. You lads are funny. Very, very funny. I'm going home. I've had
He's
enough of
losing
this.
it. I think he's gone mental.
Well, look, this is the nicest he's ever
Back
been to me,
and
so why don't we just go with it?
You two have fun with your lantern in the dark, your buggers, and I'm out. Okay.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Are you leaving?
Yes.
You're heading backstage to the back door to get out of there.
I'm getting out of there and I'm going
Okay.
home.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He's
look
leaving.
behind the curtain.
Okay.
Looks normal. Yeah, you don't see that door.
Stubbs, do you want to leave? I'm scared. I'm going to do what you do because you have the light. And I'm
You can
very
each make me a
bright.
listen check.
Yes.
Does it go by luck?
Listen.
No.
Look, listen.
Listens to smell.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You hear tap, 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 tap. It almost sounds like a child is like running. You know what I mean? But it's like wood on
Where?
wood. It's coming from backstage somewhere. He left the door to backstage open. It's coming from back there somewhere. Tap, tap, tap.
I just go.
You
I
go.
assume you follow me.
So you're
Yeah,
just
I
heading
do.
that way? Okay.
I don't allow myself to get outside of the circle.
You find the skin taker's imp marionette in a heap on the floor in like a
Right
back
where we just
hallway.
looked in.
No. Where you just looked in, there's a hook on the wall. That's where he claimed it was. But you have to go like around the corner. It's like just on the ground. Like there's a hook on the
I
wall
pick it
there.
up.
Like it. Okay, yeah, you pick it. Like
I
how?
look at it. Look, like by
By the-
is it if
the
is there a
control?
thing?
Yeah. there's
Well,
a
like not the
control.
control, but like by the strings. You know.
Okay, yeah, you could grab the strings and
Yeah.
lift it up. Yeah, there it is.
Does it look fresh?
Does it look fresh?
No, like does it look like there's like like meat on it? You know?
No. God. No, it looks like, where'd that picture go?
Oh,
It must not fit. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a marionette. The eyes are huge. And look, do they look realistic in that? Yeah, they do. And they look real, except they're too big. You know what I mean? Your eyes are this big, and these eyes are like this big around, but they are really well made glass eyes. Because they look like real eyes, but just giant.
You think this is a real body?
He's examining it carefully.
Do you think this is a real body?
Do I think that, I mean, does it look like it could be? Like it's, I
Hard
mean,
to tell.
well, because like here it
You
doesn't.
have absolutely no experience with
Oh, that's true.
bones,
That's
so
true.
you may have seen somebody with like a broken, like one of those fractures is called coming through the skin.
Yeah. I know
You
what you're
may
talking
have
about.
seen that, probably not. You weren't a soldier or anything. You didn't see a lot of, you've not seen a lot of violence, but someone might have gotten hurt where a bone was exposed.
Has he not dealt with like any bone props in his last 20 years?
Probably plenty, but they're props, and they're made to look like bones. As far as you can tell, it looks like those, but they're not necessarily real bones. Actually, give me a luck check. How about that? Give me a luck check. You can do it too, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can do it too. You made it.
Yes.
There was allegedly in a play that you've been in. I don't think Hamlet's been done yet, but in some other play, it required a skull, and you did see that. It was supposedly a real skull. Hamlet's not till 1600. It probably has not been actually up yet. This looks a lot like it, but it also could be some kind of dyed wood, a light wood of some kind. It's been polished smooth,
We don't have like
lacquered. It's hard. If you broke it, maybe if you like
Yeah,
snapped one of
that's
them
what I'm thinking.
too,
Do
you
we
might
have
be able
glue?
to.
Like, is there
There's
any
some
kind
glue,
of glue
but
substance?
it would. There's glue. There is glue, but if you broke it, it would obviously be broken. It's not like you can seal it so it looks like it's never been broken before. Glue is pretty sloppy and thick.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. What do? Tell me what you do physically. You've got it. You're looking at it. You're examining it
Yeah.
very carefully.
Is there a box around, like a box of stuff, like just I want to empty something out and like put it in a crate and take it home?
Yeah, you can find a little wooden box.
Yeah.
Maybe another luck check. Ooh, yeah.
Yes, 65 out of
Okay.
65.
Yeah, actually, it's a prop box coffin, so it has a lid.
Okay. Like,
Little,
is it big
like it's a
enough for me?
child's
Okay.
coffin. It's meant for someone that's slightly smaller, but you can like fold up the
Right.
marionette and put it in there. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's got a lid on it.
All right.
You're just
Hold on.
watching.
It doesn't.
your
It doesn't
dude.
have hinges, but it's just like a lid that fits on top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what
So
you
he
do.
goes. He takes the marionette. He like goes to I believe the prop room upstairs on the 3rd floor here.
And I just hold it. the whole time.
Wardrobe and storage. Yeah. So he seems to come to a decision, and he just goes. He's got the lantern in one hand. He's got lantern in one hand. He's got this marionette in the other. He's holding up like
So
that.
at this point, I'm following in the very outer ring of the light because
Okay.
I want to be as far away.
You have no
from
idea.
there
He
as
doesn't say what he's
possible.
doing. He just goes up to storage. Are you gonna hold the marionette the whole time while
Yes.
you're looking for this thing? Puts down the lantern, starts searching. Finally finds this prop from a play. You remember? It's a coffin. It's black lacquer. There's some of the paint's peeling off the sides and stuff. Pulls the lid up. Puts the marionette down inside of it.
And make sure there's no
Puts the
holes in the
lid.
box too.
Yeah, there's no holes in this
Okay.
box. Person wouldn't like suffocate in there, but it would get really hot and uncomfortable very quickly. But yeah, there's no way that this thing could get out if you put like heavy
Right.
on top.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and then he picks up the coffin.
Come on, get the lantern.
The coffin, yeah, there you go. Okay, I was about to say the coffin's gonna take 2 hands, but
What are you doing, Stubbs?
I'm going home.
What?
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
so you pick up the lantern and you guys head for
Downstairs.
your house.
Well, we leave the lantern because it was there and there's
Oh,
street
yeah.
lights. So.
But
There's no streetlights.
well, yeah, I'll
Well,
like
there
follow
aren't,
you out.
aren't there like lamps at all? What time is
would
it?
require.
Okay.
It's dark.
Yeah.
You can get home without the lamp if you want,
But
but you
when-
could take
yeah.
it and bring it back too.
When we get into the outer
You have
area,
candles at your house.
I panic and sprint to my own house. 'Cause that's
When you get out of the theater?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Sorry,
heading up,
Stones.
you're heading, and he just runs away.
Ah, it's rattling!
Ah, that makes he runs faster. And then he's out of sight. It's very dark. You can get home in the
Yeah.
dark. It's a little dangerous. Give me another luck check.
88 out of 65.
Okay.
Do I do luck check?
Mate, what you got? Oh god, it's a coffin.
Oh, 85.
Okay, so you might have gotten mugged, but apparently creeped the shit out of whoever it was that was going to mug you. And you managed to get home without incident. As usual, the musicians are up playing at the house down the street.
Do I see?
No, they're inside.
Oh, okay.
You see light coming from the windows. Some windows had paned glass, but it was like little tiny panes with lots of lead around it to hold it in place. Your apartment does not have any kind of glass on the windows, just shutters, because cheap as possible can be. They have one window with panes in it, and the rest of them just have shutters. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, you get up to your
The
apartment,
rest were broken.
you climb up to the 4th floor, to your tiny little attic nook, where you basically have a bed and a chest, and that's about it. And your personal items. And what do?
I put it down and then put my chest on top of it.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah.
I sleep here.
I know you're in there!
Feel my bosoms. Just
gonna talk
speak
to
in the
it.
time.
I'm gonna talk to it.
I
I would
wouldn't
talk to it?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say to it?
Like,
I don't know that I know that you're not actually dead. And I'm just trying to see if you're not dead.
Make me listen check.
Oh.
72. So probably not unless I have 75.
Out of what?
I'm trying to find it. 45.
Out of 45? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you this one. Rattle, 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 something inside the coffin. Sanity check, please. You scream.
Yeah. 60.
Out of?
64.
Okay, 1 point of sanity loss. Nice.
I'm just in my house doing the one thing that comforts me, which is sitting in front of a lantern, looking out the window and playing creepy music on my flute.
Some of the music from the play.
Right.
It's got a skip music.
Then,
You're in your room
If-
alone. Okay.
if you're going to be a nice thing and not do terrible things, because I'm terrified right now, give me one knock. Okay.
Make another sanity check. Something inside there scratching. Maybe a rat down there.
I failed.
You failed! Yay! Roll me d6. Wait, should I roll these or should I make you guys roll your own sanity loss? I keep forgetting. Go ahead and roll it. 5 points of sanity gone. Boom! I need you to make me an idea check. You want to fail this. You want to roll high. This is another one of the neat things about Call of Cthulhu. You can go temporarily insane.
No.
You made it?
Bed.
Oh, 8. Fantastic.
Stubbs.
8, like your sanity right now?
Boy, Stubbs.
No,
Or he lost 8.
Stubb has gone temporarily insane. This is a toughie. You are suddenly really in the mood to eat something. Anything.
I'm starting to eat my blanket.
Okay. You sit down on your bed and you pick your blanket up and you this only lasts for about 30 seconds before you realize what you're doing. It's disgusting, but you're eating cloth and it's just, it's awful.
And it
And
tastes
you
suspiciously like
what do you do
rice.
with what's left in your mouth, which is ground up? Yeah, it's a big wad.
What?
It seemed like the logical thing to do. It did. It literally seemed like the logical thing to do after you heard something inside that box scratching where there's nothing but a marionette.
I look around my room.
There's a
and
rat in the
see
corner,
if
but
there's
that's normal.
something like I can like sledgehammer worthy.
Probably not. Rooms were very, very sparse in Elizabethan times. Like I said, you have a bed and chest.
Is there a room in the house that would have like a poker for a fireplace or something?
Or is it just the one room that you're getting?
You've got a small fireplace in your room. But give me a luck check to see if you actually have any implements to actually do anything besides. No, okay. You don't have a fireplace set. You have a little tiny fireplace. Chimneys are fairly new, but they're super popular because it means you don't have to fill the house with smoke. So you have a little tiny fireplace, but you don't have any implements to actually use. There might be someone else in the house that has implements, but you don't know for certain.
Would I have rope,
Um,
or would it be accessible?
Give me a luck check to see if you know someone in the house somewhere. No. It's just not something that you would need.
Do I have nails?
Probably not. No, I'm gonna say no on that one.
Can I pull nails out of the wall?
You don't have the tools to do so.
I have a belt though.
You do have a belt, yes. You could actually have a couple different belts.
I will take however many belts if I need to use both of them, and I'll tie it around the casket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could use both your belts. It's on. You're gonna have to actually use your knife to cut like a new hole
Right.
at the very end.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I do that, and
You've got the chest on top of the casket too.
Well, I mean, like I'm taking the chest off.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I'm
okay.
wrapping it just around.
So you're just using the belts. Yeah. Okay, it's belted up pretty solidly.
I'm going outside with it, and
Okay.
I'm going to the Thames, and I'm dropping it in.
Okay. It's not far. You walk up to the Thames and just heave it. Just try to get it as far out there as possible. Sploosh. It floats.
Shit.
It's wood. It's
I know, but I was still just like, I know. I was thinking I should put rocks in this, but I was thinking that I think as I was throwing it.
I should have put rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's floating on the Thames.
Oh, rocks.
It will probably eventually fill up with water and sink. It's not meant to be waterproof, so is your guess, your hope, your desperate desire.
I'm just watching it.
Okay, you lose sight of it fairly quickly. It's very dark.
She threw it over.
The Thames has there's a tide that comes in and goes out even up
There's a
as far as
heavy
London.
one.
Yeah.
It's
So you'll lose
dangerous.
sight of it fairly quickly. Maybe
Uh-huh.
5 minutes, and you can't tell if you're looking at it or if it's just your mind saying that you're looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the dark.
I go home.
Okay. You go home.
My days.
You hear you hear the freaking music from the play. As you pass the magician's house.
Like they're learning the music or something?
Yeah. And it creeps the crap out of you. You can make a sanity check just to see if a shiver runs down your spine. You made it? Okay. It's just them practicing that awful music. You go home. And
Shut up, you lock
make
it.
me one last sanity check to see if you get any sleep that night.
26,
Out of
50.
yeah. And you drop on your bed and you fall asleep almost immediately through sheer terror.
I slept because I was scared.
Well, you were
No.
exhausted from
Yeah.
like being freaked out for the last half an hour.
Well, he thinks he handled it too.
Yeah, you did. You close your door. You lock your door. Click.
I have
You
a
push your
nightmare.
do you push your
Yeah,
chest up
probably.
against the door and sleep? Make another luck check. We'll see if you have nightmares that night.
It's gonna be hanging up in there when we go back. I just know it.
It's in your room. Did you make it?
28.
Out of
What was
your
I
luck.
on?
You're going for luck.
Oh yeah, I made it.
Okay. You don't have any dreams that night.
I just think.
When
You
I wake up,
and you just don't remember any dreams, and you're like, and then you remember what happened last night.
I think it's gonna be there when I go in. Like I'm creeped out, and I
Okay.
think it's gonna be there.
That'll make it Tuesday. And you return to the Globe Theater. Woo! Yeah, it's hanging backstage.
I throw up.
Throw up.
I would.
You can make me another sanity check though.
I avoid
There's
them
no
like
way
the
it should-
plague.
Yeah. There's no way it should be there. Did you make
Where's
it?
Hawksworth?
You didn't make it? Do me a D4 this time. You're getting a little used to the madness.
3.
3 more points of sanity. This is a sanity wreck, guys. This is a rough one.
It's just the first time I ever had actual sanity in this game. So
Okay,
quickly fixing it.
so I'll do kind of an overview of Tuesday. You guys
I
can tell me.
Do an information dump on that.
Okay, you're gonna tell him what
Stubbs.
happened?
Stubbs Hawksworth is avoiding me.
No, you haven't had time to notice that yet.
Okay.
Because Stubb, I'm assuming Stubb went directly to. I'm assuming you went directly to him and were like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the two stages.
He tells you exactly what happened last night. Okay. Hannah,
Is there a coffin around? Like I look for the coffin, see if it's around.
are you going to talk to him first or look for the coffin first?
I'm gonna like talk at him and start looking around and keep walking and just assume that he follows me. Like
Well,
I just
it'd
keep
probably be
checking.
up in the storage area.
Yeah.
And so you
As
go
I
up
tell
there
you.
and you're like, come on, and he takes you and he tells you everything that happened that we just went over. Do you need that?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
you listen. Okay.
Did you know that I tied 2 belts around
I did not know that.
Okay.
the coffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how you dispose of it. You do not find the prop coffin. It's not in the storage room. And you don't see anyone around.
I just might quit this business.
Stubbs, did you have a couple after you got home last night?
Really, me?
Look, there's some freaky stuff going on here, but this is, I don't think.
I started eating my blanket. I was that wigged out. Is that a thing? Wigged out?
Maybe.
Or drunk.
What's your con?
Why would I take a coffin to
Look,
the pub?
That's
Look, what I'm
16?
saying is,
Yes.
You do not get ever drunk off one beer.
Yeah.
Ever. You've never gotten drunk.
That's what I
off
mean.
one
That's why I
beer.
said me. You've never seen me drunk, basically,
Yeah, you
unless
probably
I
do. And you've seen
try
him put
really
away
hard.
a few beers, and he still is like. Here, let me tell you what kind of happens during the day, and we'll role play and whatever. You're avoiding these two because
For
they're
sure.
pulling you, and George Ron, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't seem to notice. Ron doesn't seem to notice, but he thinks he's much better than he is. More rewrites. The play takes a darker and darker tone. Still is on the 5th act. That's not actually terribly unusual.
Okay.
You might not receive it till Friday, and then prompters might be. It's happened before sometimes.
Okay.
Highgates, that's what Highgate also tells you. You might not get it till Friday. The weather continues to act insane, especially during rehearsals for Candle Cove. It hails for 5 minutes during rehearsal today. It's like all of a sudden it darkens up and there's hail. The Bricklayers, which is the play that's going today. You want to read us what that one's about, Kyle?
Yeah, sure. The Bricklayers by Henry Porter, a new comedy about a group of ruffians who are looking for love unsuccessfully.
Yes, it's bawdy. It's a very bawdy comedy. It does very well. The audience loves it. I mean, they're just like, ah! They are loving it. You play one of the women that the Bricklayers are trying to seduce, blah, 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 and it's very funny and very stupid. But there's rewrites on working on that play, trying to, tighten it up. But there's talk that it will probably run again in a couple weeks. Yes, the Skin Takers marionette is backstage when you get there. There's another marionette with it.
2?
Yeah, this one looks kind of like that. There's no face, but it has a monocle. It's wearing a red uniform, which is the way there is a.
Pringles.
Yeah.
It's got a weird. Let's see, Horace. It actually looks like the uniform that the character of Horace has been said is going to wear. Yeah.
Before we get any further, I wanted to talk to Highgate about 2 marionettes. I know you just showed, showed us that, but I wanted to-
Yeah. Well, when you guys got to the theater that morning, let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So rehearsal will be after the Bricklayers that afternoon.
Okay.
So when he arrives, yes, you can talk to him about
Yeah,
it.
because
You
I
guys
should
found that
just
immediately.
I should just worry about the Bricklayers until we get to more rehearsal.
So that marionette was just there. It was just hanging up next to the Skin Takers. It's marionette.
When was it hailing? Was it during practice or during the play?
When people got there that morning, there's 2 marionettes hanging.
No, hailing.
Oh, during rehearsal this afternoon. That's when this will happen.
Okay.
Okay, so
When it's hailing, I want to do something.
yeah, okay, no problem. Like I said, I'm glomming through days, and you guys can jump in.
Yeah.
I need a sanity check from you when you see the Skin Takers imp marionette, because it's not supposed to be there. Oh wait, did I already have you do one today?
Yes.
No, you did one for Scratchy Scratchy.
No.
Oh, you did do one for Kane. You made it. That's right. That's right. That's
Because I
right.
saw
Because
it.
she did a
You still lost
D4.
it. You lost. Yeah, that's right. You lost 3 points because you're like, doo, and you almost got sick. Maybe a con times 5. We'll see if you puke. That's an 80% or less. Means you're good.
I guess I do have a strong stomach.
You have a very strong stomach.
92.
92.
I throw up.
You walk out. You're very calm as she. You look at it. You walk out the back of the theater. And there goes your breakfast. And then
And
you
some
walk back
blanket.
in.
Do any of us see this?
You guys can make spot hiddens to see if you notice this. It's very like cut and dry. Like you've done this when you were younger. You did get drunk when you were younger, and you were always very. Oh, I have to puke now, and you walk out and puke, and you come right back.
I saw it.
Okay, so you noticed this. As soon as you walked in, you saw the marionette. You saw him walk in a few
You
minutes
saw
after
me
you
see
did.
the marionette.
Yeah, he stopped, looked at it, walks to the back door, like very calmly, like there's like nothing, and then look.
Is it before he gives me the information down?
Probably
Okay.
because the marionette you would have seen him almost immediately. It's right, very prominently backstage.
Are there any
That
like,
information
fibers
dump.
in your puke?
No,
I didn't swallow it.
No, he
There was
didn't
only
swallow.
30
You were-
seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't even last long for him to be like. If it had been dirt or something, then yeah, you would have been like downing it. But it was.
Yeah.
So this new marionette has no face, right?
Right.
But it's got a monocle and a big mustache and this giant mouth with these huge, obscenely strange-looking teeth. And it's wearing the same kind of uniform that Horace is supposed to wear. When Highgate gets there that afternoon, someone informs him about the second marionette pretty quickly. It's probably Ron. He's like, "There's a second marionette." Like, oh, what's the accent over there? There's a second marionette. He goes, "What?" And then they show him the marionette. And he goes, "Well, I suppose he'll have to be given some lines as well." And he seems totally unenthusiastic about it. And he starts actually doing rewrites on the spot.
No, I was
What-
trying to
what's your
remember.
question?
I was trying to see who was playing Boris.
Yeah, horses, I don't know. I kind of assigned him.
Is that Pain?
Probably. Should have written him super. It is Galwell Payne.
So you're replacing Pain then?
No, we'll do another imp. We'll have another imp. Horse will get one too. Payne, you get a pick. You get an imp. Will it take any of my lines? It should. You're awful, but we'll add some lines in for this imp. Hold on. Give it. Yeah. He takes some of the strips from like the Skin Taker and Payne, and Horace and Lord Captain Candle, because he writes in that the imps will show up during their first scene where Candle hires them to catch.
I say you give the whole plate to me, Kent, Thornburg, and Raspy Marionettes then, alright?
Well, we're not going to replace him with the marionette. I'll have to check with our financier.
It's worth a shot. Run it, boy!
He starts doing rewrites on the spot. It's an imp that is from hell that Horace summons, and it's the same. This is the same kind of deal with the Skin Taker's imp, but then it tends to torment them. So it's from hell. It's evil. So blah blah blah. And during rehearsals that afternoon, again, you guys start noticing that it moves. Or it's not where it's supposed to be,
Both
and
of
that
them?
kind of thing. Yeah, both of them.
Can I just check to see if I throw up every time?
No. You've got your empty.
Okay.
You puked your whole breakfast up, and there wasn't much. It was like probably just porridge and maybe an egg.
Yeah.
Hey Stubbs, you want some salted fish and pickled herring? I've got
You're
lots.
fine. You have a 16 con.
This one's a bit rotten, but
Give me that.
I finally approached these two. I wait until
Spit
they
it
were
at me.
together.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, you two stop moving them, alright? That's enough.
Fish?
It's, what? No.
You don't have to. You're just talking trash.
There's a devil here.
You two stop
No,
moving the
listen to me.
marionettes.
You listen to me. There's some
Every time.
devil here.
Hawksworth Stubbs gone crazy.